Imagine a tiny sea lane so important that if it shuts down for just a few days, then fuel prices, food prices, and even your loans can get expensive. That is the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow water channel between Iran and Oman. It carries the lifeline of the global economy. Thousands of ships pass through this checkpoint daily to reach markets across Asia and Europe. Now, here's why the world is watching this tiny stretch of water. 25% of the world's seaborne oil moves through this strait, which is about 20 million barrels per day. 20% of global LNG travels through this route, mainly from Qatar. Then there's about 30% of global fertilizer trade also passes through the strait. If fertilizer shipments stop, the fertilizer doesn't reach farms. The farms produce less grain, and months later, groceries become more expensive. Even India imports over 40% of its urea from the Middle East. Less fertilizer today means higher food prices tomorrow. If oil and gas shipments slow down, fuel prices rise. Transport becomes expensive. Airlines raise their ticket prices. Factories pay more for energy. And that price increase eventually reaches your grocery bill. The crisis has two dangerous layers. One is the naval mines. Iran has reportedly placed mines in shipping lanes, which are invisible barriers that can shut the strait completely. The other one is insurance. Shipping doesn't run on oil, it runs on insurance. Now, insurers in London and Zurich have either withdrawn their cover on ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz or hiked their premium. Now, without insurance, ships won't sail. That creates a supply shortage and higher freight costs worldwide. Now, higher freight costs, higher product prices, higher inflation. And when inflation rises, central banks increase interest rates, which means your loan EMI goes up as well. So even if a war is happening thousands of kilometers away, what happens in the Strait of Hormuz can still reach your wallet, your kitchen, and your life.